Hello class, welcome! My name is Dr. Long. I'll be your professor for this semester. This is World Civilization 1, History 1111. This class covers the beginning of civilization through the ancient period up to the medieval times, all the way to the beginning of the modern era in 1500. We cover a variety of civilizations and cultures, religions, technological developments, and so forth. I think you'll find this a very interesting class. It really gives us the roots of the modern world that we live in. Now, as you probably know, this is a completely online class. It is asynchronous. That means there are no regularly scheduled meetings. Everything is done on your own time. There are real deadlines, but you do things on your own time. So we won't have any meetings on Zoom or any other format, or certainly not on a face-to-face basis. I would encourage you from the beginning to read the syllabus very carefully. It is very lengthy, but it gives details of all policies and deadlines. There's a section towards the end called Course Schedule that tells you what we're doing on a week-to-week basis, all your assignments, all your work that is for a grade, deadlines, and so forth. So if you like to schedule things, put them on your calendar so you don't have surprises. That is a particularly useful section of the syllabus for you. Our class uses a textbook called a video textbook. It's a little bit different than most textbooks. What we have is a series of short lecture videos that were made in a studio. These are about 10 to 20 minutes in length. I made them along with my colleagues, Dr. Jamie Fagan and Dr. Steve Blankenship. And so you'll get the perspective of three different historians on a variety of topics in ancient and medieval civilization. I think you'll find that a very interesting concept. These videos, again, were all made in a studio. They are embedded in D2L. They are linked to YouTube, which I'm sure you're very familiar with. So you can watch them. You can take notes. I encourage you to do that. You can pause, rewind, and do them on your own time. And they are completely free to you. Now, many people love this video format. However, there are some who prefer to read instead of watch a video. And if you fall into that category, within D2L, we have what is called the written textbook. We made the videos first, but we have basically put them into a written textbook format that is nearly identical to the short videos. Basically, we've taken the words, what we said on the short video, and made them into a written textbook format. This is in a PDF. It's also linked to a website, and you can find it embedded in D2L. It is completely free. So if you prefer to read, we have that option as well. Within D2L, in addition to the video textbook or the written one if you go with that option, and you can do both if you really want, but within D2L we also have some short primary source documents that you'll need to read as well. You'll see those are free. There is one book that you will need to buy for this class. It is very inexpensive, but you'll need to buy it. It will be used for the basis of your term paper. You'll have a term paper later in the semester. It will require to watch a BBC documentary on the Silk Roads and to read a book about the Silk Roads. And that book is by Zhenru Liu, and it is called The Silk Roads, A Brief History with Documents. And let me show you what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. Now this author has written more than one book, so make sure that you order the right one. If you want to order it online, you can do that at Amazon or Barnes & Noble. It will also be available at the bookstore, so you can find it there as well. But go ahead and purchase it, set it aside. You'll need it later on in the semester for your term paper. And the full title, the ISBN number, all of that is found on the syllabus. But as kind of a little word of advice, the bookstore will sell these for a couple of weeks. Then any copies that are not bought, they'll send back to the publisher. So I'd encourage you to get it now so you're not scrambling at the last minute when the term paper's due to get a hold of the book. Now, in other matters, the materials for this class are broken into 7 modules. You'll have short videos to watch or to read if you choose that for each module. You'll have some short primary source documents to read for each module. And then you'll have some graded assignments, and there's 2 graded assignments for each module. You'll have a multiple choice quiz, a module quiz, based on the video textbook and the short primary source documents. And you'll also have a discussion, and the discussion is a written assignment in which you answer some questions in usually 2 to 3 paragraphs. You'll also need to interact with your classmates as well, and that is all on D2L. There's a discussion board on D2L where you'll do that. There is a discussion guideline that details all my expectations for discussions, what you need to do for that, and that is found on D2L as well. So again, 7 modules, a module quiz, and a module discussion. There'll also be a midterm exam that covers modules 1 through 4, about halfway through, and that's all multiple choice. And there's a final exam at the very end that's also all multiple choice that will cover modules 5 through 7. As I mentioned, towards the end of the semester, there's a term paper assignment. There's a term paper guideline on D2L. You can look at that. It details everything about the term paper, and I'll talk more about it later in the semester. So you have module quizzes, module discussions, a midterm, a final, and a term paper. Now, all assignments are to be completed on D2L, and so we'll heavily use D2L. So to succeed in this class, you need good internet access. You need to familiarize yourself with D2L. Also, you need to log into D2L on a regular basis, and you need to check your email on a regular basis. I put announcements on D2L. I'll also email them out. That tells you what you need to be doing from module to module, from week to week. Please read those very carefully. You basically have multiple reminders, but the instructions are there. Make it a habit to log on to D2L and to check your email on a regular basis. And I would encourage you to work steadily on the work assigned to you. Don't procrastinate and put it all off to the last minute. A very, very important thing for online class to succeed in it is to manage your time well. So that is a skill you really need to work on. It will serve you well for this class, and it will serve you well for life as well. So online is very flexible. You can complete your assignments in your pajamas for all I care. Do it when you need to do it. I know you have work, family, other classes, etc. So, this class gives you a lot of freedom. It's flexible, but the deadlines are very real. So you do need to manage your time very carefully in that regard. Lastly, communication is key in this class. If you have a question or concern, please email and let me know. My email is blong@highlands.edu, blong@highlands.edu, and again, that's on the syllabus as well. The deadlines are real, and I typically don't do makeups, but I know COVID is still with us. If you have a COVID-related issue and you're having trouble in the class or some other extenuating circumstance, please reach out to me and let me know. I check email daily on the weekdays, a little less so on the weekend, but I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I'm more than happy to work with you. But if you don't let me know, obviously I can't help you if you have a problem, right? So communication is very key. In fact, one of the worst things you can do in this class is if you have a problem or you stop logging into D2L, and just check out and don't let me know. In that case, you might end up with an F in the class. So please don't be that person. So welcome again to the class. I'm excited to have you. Hope you have a great semester, and I look forward to seeing you on D2L soon. Bye now.